Welcome to Shooting It Straight with Stan. I'm your host, Stan, the Annuity Man, America's annuity agent, licensed in all 50 states. Today's topic is annuity strategies across the political spectrum. It's political silly season. It actually always is political silly season. And as Michael Jordan always said, you know, Republicans and Democrats buy sneakers. Now, I'm not political at all. If you knew me, I'm out. I'm just out because I always say, think of the dumbest person you know on the planet. Like, close your eyes and like think of the person you probably went to school with them, or they might be a family member. Think of the dumbest person you know. Their vote just nullified yours. So, I mean, you vote, you do what you do your own research, you go with your gut, whatever floats your boat, makes your socks go up and down. But at the end of the finish line, of the political finish line, whether it's, the 2-year term, the 4-year term for president, whatever it is, and whatever your party that you're affiliated with or voting for, it doesn't matter. We have to prepare for either party leadership at the top, either party leadership in the Congress, Senate, and House, and either party leadership at the state and local level. So you have to prepare. You can be gloom and doom if you want. And I love to hear the pundits say, well, if X wins, it's the end of the world. And then the other channel goes, well, if the other person wins, it's the end of the world. This is an existential threat. Both candidates, depending on who you're listening to. And the whole thing is one big confirmation bias, in my opinion. So what I want you to do is be pragmatic and put the blinders on, the financial blinders on, and prepare for both. And then you say, wait a minute, Stan, I'm not going to do that because I hate that other side. Whatever, whoever. Just remember this: really rich people give to both sides of the aisle, both parties, because they're hedging their bets. They're making money moves regardless, and they're hedging their bets. So you need to do the same. Now, annuity strategies across the political spectrum. I'm not going to get into detail of if this party wins or this. Let's just look at things that could happen. Okay. But remember this: annuities, they're issued by life insurance companies. The lifetime income products, which there are 4: single premium immediate annuities, deferred income annuities, qualified longevity annuity contracts, and income riders. Those are primarily based on your life expectancy, or life expectancy is a set-up joint at the time you take the payment. The older you are, the higher the payment. The younger you are when you start, the lower the payment. It's pretty basic, pretty simple. Interest rates play a secondary role. Now, people get caught up incorrectly on the whole interest rate conundrum, and they think it drives lifetime income. No, your life expectancy drives lifetime income. And what I would tell you to do is go to my site, theannuityman.com. We have the best quotes 24/7, 365. We show kind of a spreadsheet of the different types of quotes and how they structure them. You can structure them, lifetime income, period certain. You can make sure that 100% of any unused money goes to your family, not the evil annuity company. So if you think one party is going to lower or raise rates, let's just say you think one party is going to lower rates, this might be time to maybe lock something in that you think is a good contractual guarantee. And by the way, the bell doesn't ring at the top or the bottom. You're not going to be Gordon annuity gecko out there and just say, well, I can time it. No, you can't, player. Nobody can time it. Life insurance companies have the big buildings, and these are companies these are commodity products. I always tell people annuities are commodity products, meaning that if XYZ company is selling a lifetime income immediate annuity and they get enough people that are 75 years old to buy it, then they're going to lower the guarantee for the 75-year-olds that want to buy it after that. Until they have to fill that gap. They're filling tranches of age ranges. Same thing kind of with the MIGA type products, which is the annuity industry version of a CD. They have, when they issue or they announce a MIGA 5-year at X percentage, they have a bogey amount. In other words, they have a goal that if they reach that goal of premium raise, they're going to lower the guarantee because they're going to back up that guarantee. They know they can back it up when they raise that specific amount of money. It's very, very simple. It's a capacity issue. That's the reason if anyone says they have the best annuity, they don't. These are commodity products. You shop all carriers for the highest contractual guarantee for your specific situation. So if you think rates are going to go down, if a party wins, or if the, basic economics, we have 30 plus trillion in debt and you have to service that debt, then it might be time to look at locking in. Now, if you think one of the parties is going to raise taxes on you, the evil rich, and by the way, both parties do that, so let's not point fingers, but let's just say you think taxes are going to go up. How do I get around that, Stan the annuity man? Well, you can't get around the IRS. What you can do is postpone your interaction with the IRS. And what I mean by that, annuities that you can buy deferred annuities that defer any taxes taken out of them. Now, annuities can be purchased in Roth IRAs, traditional IRAs, some 401ks, and then non-IRA, non-qualified accounts. And what I'm talking about when I say deferred non-qualified accounts, you can do that if you think taxes are going to go up. Let me give an example. Let's just say you're a big time CD buyer, bond buyer, and that's fine. That's great. I'm not talking about muni bonds. I'm talking about corporates, things that are taxable on an annual basis on the coupon. You could buy MYGAs instead that have a guaranteed interest rate, of which you could defer in a non-IRA, non-qualified account. You could just defer, and it grows and compounds deferred. And I guess your political strategy would be to wait until your preferred party is in place, and then they lower the taxes, and then you take the money out at that point in time. But, regardless of what party wins, we still have 30 plus trillion in debt. We still have some serious issues from a financial standpoint, an economic standpoint that are going to have to be addressed. And for all of you baby boomers and seniors and people that there's 15,000 of you turning age 65 every single day, you have to make some moves. You have to make some contractual moves for income in addition to the annuity you already own, Social Security. And if you have a pension, that's the second annuity that you own. You've got to make some moves, and you got to look at contractual guarantees. Now, remember that annuities solve for four primary things: principal protection, income for life, legacy, and long-term care. And the way to find out if you even need more annuities than your Social Security and or pension is just ask two questions. What do you want the money to contractually do? And when do you want those contractual guarantees to start? My advice to all of us during the political silly season that's ongoing every 2 and 4 years is to do our part, participate, vote, but don't take this thing too seriously, even though I know there's some of you out there saying, Stan, you're missing it. This is serious. It might be, okay? It might be, but what are we going to do? You have to make decisions with your money. And with annuities, these are contractually guaranteed decisions. Do you need more contractually guaranteed lifetime income for you? Do you need to set it up joint with your spouse? Do you need to make sure that 100% of the money goes to your beneficiaries if something happens to you or your spouse? Do you need to just protect the principal and defer taxes and let it grow and compound? Do you need to lock things in before you think interest rates will go down, or if you think they're going to go up, you're going to wait? But at the end of the finish line politically of where we're headed, you're going to have to make some moves. And what I want you to do is just pragmatically think, not about the anger toward whatever client you don't like. And if you're like me, you're looking at some of the candidates, from congressional on down and going, really, is that the best we have? And I think a lot of it is really, really qualified people. Number one, don't want to deal with politicians. And number two, don't want to take the pay cut. So, a lot of it is that. And just a different animal, a different character goes into politics, in my opinion. But annuities can help you through this. If you're at the finish line of retirement, thinking about retirement, planning for retirement, then you're planning on chapter 2 of your life. I don't like using the word retirement, but everyone does, so what the heck? But chapter 2 is putting those contractual guarantees in place, and especially what I call the income floor. And the income floor is Social Security, pension if you have one, dividend stocks, any type of income producing properties that you might have, and then filling that gap with annuities for lifetime income. And then the way to do inflation using annuities is solving for the specific gap that you need at the specific time that you need it. You can go to my site at theannuityman.com and run what I call a reverse engineer quote, meaning that, hey, Stan, we need $475 more a month. You can run the quote, quoting all carriers, to find out which carrier will back up that 475 using the least amount of money. So I always tell people, use the least amount of money with annuities to solve for the contractual goal. But those are some strategies, and really those are kind of the primary strategies, regardless of who wins the White House, Congress, and at the state level, period. You either think you need to defer taxes, or you think you need to lock guarantees in because interest rates are going down, or you need to hold as they said in Braveheart, because you think rates are either going up, etc. But just remember, annuities, there's many types. They're not market products. They're not growth products. They're contractually guaranteed transfer of risk products that solve for four primary things: principal protection, income for life, legacy, long-term care. And that's Stan the Annuity Man political take on things. Life would be a lot better if I did run for office, but I don't think that's going to happen, because the lovely Christine, wife of 36 years, I don't think would go on that ride with me, and she'd have to go on the ride. Know what I'm saying? My name is Stan the Annuity Man. That's Shooting It Straight with Stan. I will see you next time.